The Gathering, as it is called, draws decoy artists and buyers from literally across the country. As you can see from the crowded exhibit hall at the Perham Area Community Center, this is a big event. Decoy carvers compete for cash prizes in many different categories, as well as recognition from their peers. Let's go to the showroom where the judges are hard at work. The competition is divided into several different categories. Large tanks of water sit in the midst of the display racks where each entry is judged for its swimming performance. Then each decoy is judged for its craftsmanship and artistic merit. After judging has been completed, these exhibits will be opened for the public to view. We're speaking with Rod Osvold, who is one of the founder and organizer of the National Fish Decoy Association. We're in Perham, Minnesota. And Rod, how long have you been carving?
Oh, I've been carving 15 years and fishing for 50.
And how long has this association existed?
Well, this is our 13th show, and our association is about 10 years old. And the National Fish Decoy Association was actually founded to be the guiding hand to the contest.
And how many members are in this association?
All the carvers that come here, and there's a little over 100 there. We probably have 150 collectors across the country that will never probably get to Perham that are members, just to support the industry. You know, they're collectors. So
collectors, they buy.
We're not a large organization, but it's all decoy carvers, and really we complement like the Minnesota Darkhouse Association and all the angling associations and clubs. You know, but we're very specialized in the art, the art of the decoy. You know. As far as the carvers, what we do is we give them next year's Perham Nationals categories, okay? And what we're looking at here, this group is the top 17, and we call these the designated and open classes, okay? So they know what those are. So the little shows we do in the winter, any of the contests, I have the same fish as they would bring to Perham. So if they work all the little shows, by the time they get to Perham, they almost have all their competition fish completed. And when we started that, I thought, well, geez, let's put points. So when they do the little shows, they get points. And when they come to Perham and get more points, we have the top 10 overall point champions. And we actually pay some money out to the top 5 guys. So they're the ones that support the shows, right? Okay, so everything starts with next year's Perham classes. And the first 17, which is the ones you're looking at here,
the rainbow trout, yes, the brown trout, the dogfish.
These are all purchase award classes. In other words, the winning fish, the investor that backs the show gets the first place fish, and the carver gets the cash. So like the rainbow trout, for example, is a $500 class. Okay, so they make some money. And the money is probably at that point of what that fish is worth or a little bit more, you know, so they do all right. So we have those 17 classes in this group, and we also have the junior classes because those are purchase awards. And what this N class is with all the goofy stuff.
Oh, like with the dragons?
Okay, these are what's called the sponsor series. We had certain people, I wouldn't call them investors, but high-end collectors that said, hey, we want to add to your show. Let's do the sponsor series. We'll put up the money. We want to name the fish. They carve it, and then you guys judge it, which is a pretty cool idea. This is for the big collector. Our webmaster, as you can tell, is a little bit different. Last year she had them do mermaids, and they have to swim. This year she's a dragon collector. So these guys had to do dragons, and you have to make them work. I mean, this is all about working decoys that you can use in the fish house. Anything here you can take to the fish house and fish with.
So I want to know, how big are the fish that come up for the dragon?
I don't know. Nobody's ever really fished with one. But they would work. Northerns eat anything.
And it would have to be a pretty expensive fish if it's going for a $500 decoy,
That's
right?
Exactly right, yeah. There's some, this is where we get the best of the best. The collectors come from all over the country to Perham. Crazy, crazy. They're here from Texas, California, all over. This is where you buy fish. The only place in the United States where you have this many fish in one location.
And what high quality.
It is beautiful.
Those are absolutely beautiful decoys.
Beautiful fish.
Those look like real crappie to me.
There are some good crappies there, yes. Yeah, these guys are very good. The last one, the bullhead there, that's a very hard fish to carve and paint. It really is. They don't have a typical fish shape, so they're kind of hard to work with. The rest of these are junior division. There's not many states that allow spearing anymore. Minnesota is the lead state, but instead of 60,000 spears like we used to have, we probably got 10,000. So it's a dying art or sport. So to keep this going, we train juniors, anyone under 19. So these kids get to enter the nationals every year, and they're good.
These are kids?
These are kids, yep. Most of these are seniors and juniors in high school.
They are beautiful.
They're very good. They got good teachers, you know. It's all folk art. So they look at a picture of a northern and they try to replicate that in their eyes, you know. So that's why you see this variety of sunfishes, you know, it's their version of what a sunfish looks like, or a frog, or whatever.
Artistic interpretation.
That's the word I was looking for.
Instead of a fishing license, we use an artistic license.
Right.
You got to talk about these wild ones
Okay.
here. These are just too much. You know, what is going on with these?
Well, this class is called folk art fish decoy. Now, everything here is folk art, but the problem that we run into over the years is these guys are competing, so they're making their fish better and better, and they're trying to make them look realistic, and all of a sudden we lost this goofy folk art look. So we had to bring back a true folk art class where they can't have anything realistic. So here you have a bullhead, but he has
bull horns.
Bull horns, they're turtle claws. A shark that looks like a Holstein cow, you know. I love the muskie. Well, his head's the size that should be on like a 4-pound northern. That fish is 50% head and mouth. It's, you know, it's kind of amazing to see what they come up with. This is probably our most fun class, but it's also the hardest class to judge. And when you get to folk art, they are so off the wall.
Well, these are so unique. I could just imagine a very, very large northern coming up just out of curiosity.
Well, they would. They certainly would. Or the high-end folk art, they're definitely making those to catch the collector instead of the fish. This is called the showdown class, and we've done this forever. It's a winner-take-all, $1,000. And so they compete for that $1,000. And it used to be a large decoy, 30-inch long, that would swim, but then they become quite heavy and hard to handle and so forth. So we went to the wall mount, the fish plaque, if you'd call it that, the taxidermy look. These are all hand carved out of wood, ready to hang in your cabin, and incredible stuff.
I have a question though. For this category, are any of them required to sing reggae?
No, they. This is the category where they really go for probably that realistic taxidermy look.